Hi everyone, I'm Tom McKnight, President of Career Military Mortgage Trust. We're affiliated with American Bank Mortgage Group, located around Washington, D.C. This is the first of many frequently asked questions that come to us, and we thought it would be helpful to provide you with the questions and the answers in both written and audio forms. Also, our frequently asked questions have a touch of music. The little bugle call you just heard is often aired on American military bases worldwide. It's called Attention, and we hear it most often right before colors in the morning and in the evening. The one you will hear at the end is called Carry On. Today I want to chat about a question some of you might have about VA loans. How do you get one? There are several slides here, and we'll go through them one at a time. All right, next slide. As you will see in the upcoming slides, you need to provide us with some information about yourself. Your application can start right here. If you go to www.valoantrust.com and insert a few key pieces of information. Next thing you know, someone from American Bank Mortgage Group will contact you on the telephone. They will introduce themselves by name, tell you how to contact them directly, ask for some more information, and your application will be on its way. All right, let's go to the next slide. The single biggest difference between applying for a VA loan compared to a conventional loan is the need for a certificate of eligibility. Basically, you won't have any trouble if you've spent a couple of years in the regulars, the reserves, National Guard, or National Health Service. Yes, of course, if you're on active duty today, you should be fine if you've spent the required time in the service. Check out the link that's stated there on the slide. The VA gives you the precise inside scoop on the whole issue of eligibility. You know, you're allowed to apply for your certificate of eligibility before you file an application for a loan. You can do it yourself and get it out of the way, or you can have your loan officer do it for you. Either way, your loan officer can take care of it for you in the process of applying for the mortgage. All right, now for the next slide. My apologies if this sounds a little too simple, but there can be trouble if you have no clue what the purchase price is. If you have contracted for the house already, what is the price? And what are the terms? If you have not contracted already, make sure the seller understands what is allowed and not allowed for VA mortgages. Your broker agent will know, and your loan officer can help. Setting the price can overcome a lot of the issues regarding settlement costs. Make absolutely certain there is a financing contingency. In this market, you just never know what can happen. Don't forget to be a haggler on price. The seller expects it, and has almost certainly built some haggling into pricing expectations. The seller knows you will have the high ace in your hand. If you walk away, there'll be no sale. And I don't care what they say about a buyer who's standing by hot to trot, it's still the best buyer's market in many, many years. Just trust me. That funding fee will be examined in detail in one of the other frequently asked questions. For now, just remember that it's probably going to be about 2.15% of the loan. And in most circumstances, nearly all circumstances, it gets tucked into the principal of the loan. You won't see it unless you're taking a jumbo loan. More on that later as well. Okay, let's go to the next slide. The next item to calculate is your monthly income. What can you prove that is steady and predictable? The loan officer will want to see the last 2 years of your W-2s. There may also be interest income, retirement benefits, alimony, written contracts, rental income. Don't forget that the underwriters will only count 75% of the rental income because they're not sure if the rental income will be there throughout the life of the loan. So they account for the possibility that there'll be lapses between tenancies. Commissions and bonuses can also be counted if they are predictable and certain to arrive. Now, in looking over this list, this is where you collect all of the pre-tax, pre-deduction dollars that come your way each month. Make sure you're counting months, not weeks or years, and make sure the income is stable and provable. No ticky, no laundry. Or, in other words, unless you can prove that income, you won't be able to count it. The underwriters are tough. Okay, next slide. This is where you count your monthly outgo dollars. Let's look at your credit cards. They're visible on your credit report. Your car, boat, motorcycle loans, also visible on your credit report. Loans such as from credit unions, also visible on your credit report. And estimated hazard insurance, real estate taxes, homeowner association dues, and monthly principal and interest, all 4 items of which your loan officer will help you calculate. Yes, you'll need to calculate or include your alimony in your monthly costs. Please do not use your current housing costs in this analysis because they should vanish, right? Okay, next page. This is where we calculate one of the key ratios in lending. It's your debt-to-income ratio. Take all of your debt, monthly debt, remember, and divide that number by your monthly income. That ratio needs to be below 41%. If it's not, you may be able to apply for a waiver, but don't count on it. It's a very tough thing to exceed in a VA loan. Your loan officer, again, will help you figure this out and help you work your way through it. All right, next page. Now for the big moment. Insert as much of information as you know into the form at www.valoantrust.com, including especially your phone number, and push submit or apply and send it to us. Someone from American Bank Mortgage Group will call to begin your processing. You should know that the first thing your loan officer will do is run your credit. The bank needs to hear your report and score directly from the 3 bureaus. Note that we always use the middle score number. And remember, your purchase contract will have a drop-dead closing date. You probably don't have a minute to spare. We're here to serve you, and we know how to get you the magic cleared to close. So until our next question, it's Tom McKnight saying, carry on.